Hello everyone, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarots. This is take two because I mucked up the intro on take one. We are doing the tri-month overview, or you can also look at it as the autumn equinox, no, solstice, equinox to the winter solstice. God, I say this like at least 4 times a year. You think I'd get used to saying it. Anyway, so we're doing this read. Quite simple. If you are new here, what I do is I pull 3 runes out from there. They will give us the overall energies of the months, or the thirds of the year, if you will. We'll get thirds of the year, thirds of the section we're doing. Yeah, we get some energies out of there. We get some clarifiers out of there, and we'll put a read. See what main energies are going to be affecting you all this month. Oh my God! No wonder why I don't have many subscribers. Okay, so first rune is that one. We will keep them face down for a second until I have them all out, and I think today I'm going to put them as and when we do it. Okay, so for the first month we have got Farus in reversed. Farus. How do you pronounce that? Let me check in the book. Furious. That was close. It's in reverse. It's all about protection. Okay, so in reverse, maybe you're being overprotective. Maybe the danger has gone, but you've still got your guard up. Okay, so let's have a little look-see at what is the cut cards for these as well. Well, I think we'll only do this once. I'm really screwing. Oh, we're not even looking. We're just looking at the bottom of the deck. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, after I do my cut. So we're doing a little shuffle. For Reese, what else can I say about it being in reverse? Maybe you're facing I don't know. Maybe you're feeling vulnerable. Maybe you're feeling vulnerable and there isn't any reason to be feeling vulnerable. Okay. So, 2 cards. We got the Knight of Swords and the 6 of Cups coming out for this. So maybe you're feeling vulnerable because you've recently, or you will be recently. This is all going so Pete tongue in it. I've started, so I'll stick with it. Right. Okay. So from about the 22nd, from now, from when you're watching this, until about the 21st, 22nd of I don't know, what are we in at the moment? September, October. Okay. So basically from the zodiac changes. There you go. That's a good way of doing it. We're following the zodiac signs here. So basically from Virgo to Libra, you might receive some information. This information might come out of the blue. It's going to be something about your past life. Okay, so it may be, I don't know, you find out about a past friend or a past lover or a past job or something like that, and it's putting you on guard. Yeah, there is no threat from it, but you feel there might be some sort of threat from it, so you're putting your defenses up about it. Okay, this could also be, for some of you, news of a contract coming in, and I don't know, the contract seems too good to be true. As I said, it might be from a past job. Maybe you put out a load of applications for jobs and it's now starting to come in. Okay, or this one particular one is starting to come in. We've got the Emperor, we've got the King of Cups in reverse, and we got the Lovers in reverse. So the Emperor is taking control of the situation. That would be you putting your defenses up. The situation comes in, the Knight of Swords, the 6 of Cups, and you feel there could be some possible danger from this. It could be too good to be true, so you're on guard about it, and you're like, oh, okay, I'll put my defenses up about this. I will really research into it. I will be cagey about conversations, things like that. With the King of Cups in reverse, I'm going to say there might be the need of some diplomacy, but you can't see that. Okay. Maybe you need to be a little bit more diplomatic with situations than you normally are, something like that. The other thing it could be is someone who was indecisive, or maybe you are indecisive about a situation. You might be turning your back and walking away from it. With the Lovers in reverse, well, this is the universe saying, well, this is totally out of my hands. This is all due to other people's free will. This is not the way I wanted all this to go this month, but it's going this way anyway. Because the Lovers used to be known as the choice card. It's the universe's choice. If the Emperor is all the kings rolled into one, then the Lovers would be all the twos rolled into one card. Okay, all the choices there. It could also be that you are turning your back on a love situation, or a lover. Maybe you have been seeing someone who is married, or maybe you're married or in a relationship, and you have been seeing someone else on the side, and you're now turning your back on them. You've decided not to carry on with it. Crossing all this is the Hanged Man. In a nutshell, basically, you're all going to be seeing things in a slightly different aspect, as this would be suggesting. Farouz there in reverse is saying that there is no danger, but you're feeling the need to put up your defenses from it. You're looking at it from a different perspective. It's coming in as a sweet, innocent thing. You're seeing danger from it. You're looking at it from a different perspective. I would be taking great notice on signs, oh God, I can't even think of the word. Oh my God, this is a terrible read. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for you all. This is really bad. But I don't mean bad as in a bad situation or anything like that. It's coming across. I'm not being articulate. I can't get my words out for this. And maybe this is some of it. Maybe you are going to be in a situation where you will be finding it hard to actually find the right words, find the right things to do. So check out signs and synchronicities. I got it that time. Take note of it. See, like finding feathers in random places you wouldn't expect to find them. Things like frogs appearing all the time around you, cats, anything like that, especially if they're not normally in your life. Okay, so let's have a look at the next rune in the sequence. This will be October to November, or we could be saying Libra to Scorpio season. Okay, I think I've got that right. Okay, so for this month, the overall energy is Lagoose. Okay, Lagoose, if memory serves me, is all about flow. Okay, the flow of energy. Yeah, it is. It literally translates to water. It's the flow, the intuition, using your intuition, the unconscious side of you, if you will. The high priest. It's the high priestess of the tarot deck, basically. Your psychic abilities may be coming forth. You may be growing in a feminine way. So let's see what our cards have to say about this as well. And this time I will actually see the bottom card. It's the Four of Swords. So there is healing in this month, and the Three of Pentacles as well. So possibly the want to build something new, start a new foundation, a new friendship. Maybe you will be starting new friendships. Whatever it is, I'm going to say it is the fact that finally you sort of realise there is no danger in whatever happens in the month before, and you start to go with the energies again. Okay. So yeah, okay, so we'll take that one. The Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is an energy of freedom and independence. It's I see it as my retirement card. You've worked hard enough, you've earned enough money, you don't need to rely on working to pay your way through life anymore because you've saved enough money and you can live off those savings. Thus, the independence from work, retirement. Okay, doesn't have to be. Maybe some of you are retiring. I suppose that's an easy thing for any sort of tarot reader, soothsayer, fortune teller to say, because especially when you're doing a general read. I have to point out this is a general read. It may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't worry too much. Maybe you're working from different aspects of your birth chart than the main energies of this. And there are always people on the fringes of the main energies. Okay. Also, this is a predictive read in nature because we are looking over 3 coming months. And if that, the fact that this might resonate for some of you, it might not resonate for some of you. It depends what you do with your free will. You might be bang on this month, but you might do something which was not leading you into the main energies of next month, thus you miss out. These may not be connected to all of you either. This might be for some of you, this might be for some of you, this might be for some of you. So bear that in mind. Watch it until the end, or at least the end of the predictions of the months. And there's my postman just posting stuff through the letterbox and scaring the hell out of me. So anyway, let's get back to the reading. The 9 of Pentacles. Freedom, independence. You could be splitting up from someone could be splitting up from you. You could be leaving your job and living on your savings. It could be a windfall of some description. Some of you may be getting extra money coming in from, I don't know, gambling if you are a gambler, lotto, inheritance, whatever it may be. Okay, what else can we say about the 9 of Pentacles? Some tarot readers sort of sometimes call this like the minor arcana of the Empress. Okay, it's like being there. It's nearly you're nearly at it. You're not quite. You're on the road to it. You're getting luckier. And with using your intuition and things, it's kind of saying perhaps this is all going to come if you just go with the flow of things. If it's something feels right, go for it. Okay. So we have the Fool coming out for this, which fell on the floor. We have the Knight of Wands, and then we have the 9 of Swords as well coming out. Now remember, we had the sword, the 4 of Swords in here in the cut. This is leading you down a healing path. Now, not a lot of times coming down the healing path means that sometimes it seems like not much is happening. Okay, now we had the Ace of Pentacles in the cut for that one. The Ace of Pentacles is something new is starting. That could be this information coming in. It could be the new situation starting for you. But with the Ace of Pentacles, is quite often you don't actually realise it's starting until it's already started and underway and moved away from the Ace of Pentacles and moved on to better things. That is what's happening here. There is a new journey. This is the realisation that you're actually on some sort of new journey. The Fool card there, you're taking the leap of faith into the situation which is there. Okay, as I said, with going with your intuition, going with your gut feeling, if it feels right, go for it. That's this Knight of Wands here. Yes, sometimes it is all about a play, and maybe during this time you might be coming into contact with some people who are just out there to get what they want. You're starting to become magnetic, so to speak. You're starting to draw in things. Unfortunately, the Empress draws in everything. Yeah, the Empress is a little bit like a black hole. It doesn't discriminate about what it's sucking in towards it. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. And so you might be drawing in people who are trying to get something out of you, after you for their own ends. But the main energy I'm feeling off this is go for it. If it feels right, if you want it, go and get it. It's telling you to be a little bit like the player. You see something you want, you go for it. Okay. The 9 of Swords in reverse is kind of like, I don't know, I'm feeling Page of Wands energy coming from it. It's kind of like, don't worry about it. Don't be anxious about it. Don't overthink it. Just go with it. Go with your gut feeling. What feels right at the time, just go with that. Okay. And crossing this is the 4 of Wands. Now the 4 of Wands is all about celebration, the celebration of life, birth, deaths, marriages, funerals. Yeah, because that's, I know it's a backhanded celebration. You celebrate the life of someone else once they've passed. Yeah. It is also a card of commitment, being committal to something. Okay, in this particular depiction, it looks like they're getting married. Okay, that's kind of like the image I get from it. So, and marriage is a big commitment to a life journey in general. You're deciding to share your life journey with someone else, and you're committing to them to share it with you. Right, I'm just going to clear my throat, so I'm going to put you on pause for a second. Okay, that's better. I'm back. Okay, so our last rune of this period. So this would be taking us up until just before Christmas. Actually, it takes us up to the beginning of Yuletide. Okay, which is the day before the winter solstice. So this energy was taking us. For some of you, it might take you a little bit past it. For some of you, this might happen a little bit before them. But generally speaking, it is when the energy of the longest night, if you're in the northern hemisphere, if it's in the summer hemisphere, if you're in the summer hemisphere, southern hemisphere, you'll be celebrating the summer solstice. This will be the longest day for you. Okay, where's the other deck? I'll put that over here. Okay, so let's see what we're getting from. Oh, I haven't actually told you what the Hansack is yet, have I? I've just told you that that's the time period of it. Okay, so no, it's not Danzag, it's actually Dazag. Okay, so Dazag is like daylight, success, hope, breakthroughs, transformations, and balance. And you might be thinking, well, this is the winter solstice. This is the longest night of the year, or the shortest day of the year, if you want to look at it that way. So how's daylight coming into this? How's breakthroughs coming into this? Well, it actually ties into this quite a lot, because like at this time, and if you watched any of my Yuletide videos, you will see this. It's not so much celebrating the longest night of the year. It's more of celebrating what is to come, the hopes of the following year, the hopes of the new spring, the new summer, how things will grow. It's breaking through that cold, long, dark night into the warmer nights to come. It's a transformation, because at that point, yeah, when this particular energy, this particular read should be coming to an end, yeah, we're transforming from having longer and longer nights to starting to have the nights become shorter and shorter again. Okay, because we start to get longer days, shorter nights at that point. Obviously, in the summer hemisphere, it's all in reverse, but it's still the same breakthrough. You're starting to go from your longest night or your shortest nights into your longest nights, your longest days into your shortest days. So with this card coming out, this could be indicating that this is more for the southern hemisphere people than the northern hemisphere people. But the last thing this rune means balance. Did I call it a card just a second ago? It means balance. So either way round, it's going to be balanced for you all. Okay, so let's see what was coming out there. We've got the Empress. Well, yeah, okay. I said this was a pre-Empress energy, and there's the Empress coming out now. And I can't really remember how yeah, that is right. Okay, we got the Four of Wands again. Okay, so there is commitment coming through for this, and I wouldn't normally show you that Four of Wands. That's like the middle of the deck. And we have the Five of Cups. So there is some sort of loss coming through. Now this could be a loss of love of some description. Maybe you've fallen out of love with someone, but it could be a loss of taste. It could be a loss of, so you've lost a taste of something. Let's imagine you really like a nice bacon roll or a bacon sandwich or something like that, and you get home one night and you make yourself your bacon sandwich and you eat it, and you just think, well, I weren't satisfied with that. That weren't nice at all. I don't know why I really ever liked them. Okay, so we have got the Nine of Wands coming out for this. I was going to do a whole host of cards coming out there, but we've got the Nine of Wands coming out of there. Okay, that's probably why I felt the need to do a whole host of them, because there's that Five of Cups again. It was at the bottom of the deck before I started shuffling, worked its way all the way up to the top of the deck. Okay, but anyway, so the nine of Wands is the card of the Wounded Warrior. Okay, you're coming to the end of the year. This is time for reflection. It's time to think about what you've gone through for the year. And again, that is what a lot of Yule is about. Yule actually goes over 12 days. Okay, and each night of Yule, you would sit down with your people, because you have to bear in mind this came from like um, thousands of years ago, Yuletide and all that. And well, there weren't much to do. They didn't have electricity. They didn't have TVs. They didn't have their mobile phones and the internet and everything else. So they used to group up in people's houses. And in the Norse times, it would have been a big long hall, okay, a bit like a village hall. And everyone would gather there. They would feast together and eat together and stay warm together. And they would share stories, because you have to bear in mind, some of these people would have been away from each other for a lot of the time. The farmers would have been on their farms, tending their farms, and the village folk would have been in the village, and the hunters would have been out hunting. And they would have seen each other very seldomly throughout the summer and the spring and the early autumn. And then they gradually all go towards the main hub of the village as the nights start to get darker. They'll draw the more and more people in, and then they will catch up, and they would reminisce, and they would talk about the months which happened. And on the first night you talk about like January, and the second night is February, and so on as you go through the 12 days. And likewise, you're also looking forward to the next coming months of the year. So you've got the Hierophant in reverse we got the Hierophant in reverse. We have got the Ace of Swords. I think that's the Ace of Swords. Yes, that is the Ace of Swords. And we have got the Justice card coming out for all this. Now, the Hierophant could be advice from someone who you wouldn't normally take advice from, okay, while it's in reverse. I'm going to say that first. That's the way I wanted to say it first, and that's how it come out. In the books, it would be someone you would be expecting advice from, someone you respect or admire is giving you bad advice, okay? So this could be like a father figure giving you bad advice or something like that. But I'm going to stick with this is advice coming from someone you wouldn't normally expect advice to come from, or advice from someone you wouldn't normally trust. But I'm going to say it is good advice, okay? Even though I don't know, even though I've probably got 100 tarot readers watching this silently, not letting me know that they're watching this, saying no, it's all about this. It's all. I'm going with my gut feeling. I'm going with my intuition. How I decided to explain it to you first. You're going to be getting some good advice of some place you wouldn't trust it from. Someone who is like a known liar, or someone who just, I don't know, you just don't trust. The Ace of Swords in reverse is talking about, again, the truth. You don't believe this truth coming from this person, okay? But this truth which is coming from this person is balancing it. Think of this. A clock is right. Even a stopped clock, should I say, is right 2 times a day, okay? That's what this is. This is someone who's always been wrong, always gives bad advice. Everyone says, oh yeah, don't go to them. They never give you, everything they say is always the wrong way. Now this could be they give you advice and you work against that advice and you benefit from it, or they give you the advice and the advice they're giving you is actually correct. The truth is in reverse. It's kind of saying that this is not really the truth of the matter, but it is the truth of the matter when it comes to you. As I said, it might be a case that you're working against what they're saying, which makes it work well for you. So let's just say, for example, someone who plays on the stocks all the time, yeah? And for them, they do well, but whenever they try to give advice to anyone else about it, the other people always do badly. So this person has sort of said to you, oh yeah, you really want to invest in gold. Yeah, gold is going to go really well. And you decide, well, I'm going to bet against gold in every way I can find. Yeah. And because that truth was wrong, yeah, because it's the Hierophant in reverse and it's the Ace of Swords in reverse, you've then reversed their truth, their information they've given you, which makes it then right. Okay, I'm not suggesting for 1 minute that you go and play on the stocks or anything like that. Only do that if you know what you're doing. Okay, but at the end we have got Justice, and the Justice is saying everything balances out. Okay, that's them. The laws of averages say they have to give you the right advice at some point, because that's the laws of averages. You know, they can't always give you the wrong advice. Well, at least one part of advice they give to someone is going to be right. And it could be that they're giving advice to a group of people and it's wrong for the bulk of the group of the people, but it's the right advice for you. So just bear that in mind. Okay. What's crossing this is the Five of Wands. No, it's not the Five of Wands at all. I feel a Five of Wands. Maybe that's the conflict you're feeling about this advice you're getting. But it's the Five of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles is, well, in the upright, it's a card of financial loss or being left out in the cold by someone else. Maybe you split up with someone or something like that. But in reverse, it's coming in from that. It's your finances may have been bad, but they're now starting to improve. Yeah, just as the days are starting to get longer after this period, so is your finances. Okay, if you have been left out in the cold by someone, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic person, this could be anyone. Maybe your family had stopped talking to you for some reason, and they're starting to start talking to you again, or maybe you have to take the first step and start talking to them first. Okay, but maybe it's obviously you know your situation better than I do. But it is a case of just like coming in, like coming out of the isolation that you had been in for some reason, be that financial isolation, financial hardships, be that romantic isolation and romantic hardships, be that just social isolation and social hardships. You're then coming the other way. You're coming in from that, and it's like, well, you're starting to get back into the circles of society, so to speak. Okay, that is your tri-monthly forecast. Now, this will be taking us up to the winter solstice for us in the northern hemisphere. For you in the southern hemisphere, it will be the summer solstice. Okay, but still, the energies are the same. So hopefully this will resonate with you. If it does resonate with you throughout the months, try to bear in mind that, yeah, you may, I don't know, put some sort of bookmark on this particular video. Come back, let me know if it's resonating for you or not. If you enjoyed this video, please feel free, give it a thumbs up. Let me and the YouTube algorithm know that you did enjoy this. If you did enjoy this video, if there is something you didn't like about it, you can always give it a thumbs down. That's absolutely fine. I'm a big person. I can take that sort of stuff. But I do also like to know why. I'm inquisitive. So let me know why you didn't like it. Let me know why you gave it a thumbs down. And maybe I can take your advice on board in future videos. Okay. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I strongly suggest you do so. That way you will get notified as and when I do reads, which you might be interested in. And also by subscribing, you're kind of like spiritually saying, yes, I'm putting my energy into Timsy Naked Tarot's pot, so he can pull on my energies along with everyone else's, which means these reads will start to become more tailored to you because the energy of you is within these reads as well. Okay, until the next time we are watching, maybe you are one of these people who only watch my tri-monthly forecast, so in that case I'll see you in about 3 months' time. Everyone else, until the next time I catch you on one of my videos, you will be good out there.